This is JDog406 coming back for another coin roll hunting video, and today we're getting into another box of nickels. And there are no enders on this box, so we are just going to get into the first roll right here and see what we can get. Alright, let's get into it. Before we get into this box though, I do have this score sheet right here that we are going to overview. And then if we flip it over to this side, we go to the Buffalo nickels. Oh, let me just straighten that out real quick. Alright. And we flip it over to this side and we see the rest of it. And then we go over here to where there is the nickel score sheet. Then if we flip it over, we can see the Canadian score sheet right here. And alright, let's get into the hunt. Alright, we are getting into this first roll right here, and we're going to be seeing what we can get off of it. There are no enders, so hopefully we can get something good. Alright, looks like we got everything out. Flip that. There's an old-ish looking one. It's a 62. Ooh, okay. Right here we have a 1947. Ooh, it's hard to see it. It's a Denver. Alright. Yeah, 1947 Denver right here. Alright, so that is our first find. Let's stick that one to the side. And then I do want to mention right here about these nickels right here in 2005. So this is the Bison, and they did different designs in 2004 and 2005, and we will be going over those when we find them. So we did find a Bison from Denver. Hopefully we can get the rest of them, but let's continue through. There's another Bison, but they are fairly common to find, so I would not worry about keeping a horde of them. Alright, and other than that, that's the end of this roll, so we are going to move on to the next one. Alright, we are moving on to the second roll of the box, and we did find a 1947 from Denver in the last box. Or not box, roll. Alright, let's get into the rest of this. Let's see what we got. Also on the lookout for 2009s, as they are low mintages. And if you did not know, the new 2024 nickel that just came out is also a low mintage. I think they're in like under the 40 million minted for each mint. 64. Alright, so let's see if we got a different 2005 design. No, we just got the Buffalo still. Alright, so yeah, there's nothing in the second roll, so let's move on to the third roll. Alright, we're getting into the third roll of the box, so hopefully we can get some pretty good stuff out of this one. Alright, we got everything out. Rolls to the side. Let's see what we got here. Not seeing much. I do see a Philly 2005, so let's see what that is. Okay, so we do have an Ocean in the View of Joy right here. So that is the second and final design for 2005. So Hopefully we can find the two 2004 designs so I can show you guys. This one does look a little bit older. It's just a 72. Alright, I don't think there is anything else, so other than that, we are going to move on to the next roll. Alright, we're getting into the fourth roll of the box. Hopefully we can get some older coins below the 60s. And hopefully maybe like a 2009 or a 2024. Right, we got everything out. Let's flip that. Let's see what we got here. That's a little nasty. Ew. What's that? It's an 81. Alright, we do have our first 2004 design, and it is the Lewis and Clark keelboat. And right there, you can see it's from Denver. So let's stick this one to the side. We only got one more design to find. Hopefully we can get it. Alright, let's move on to the next roll. Alright, we're getting into the next roll of this box. Hopefully we can get something out of this one. This is also the fifth roll. Alright, got everything flipped. Let's see what we got here. There's another bison. Ooh, I do see a 1954 right here. Alright, so hopefully we can get a mint mark on it. I cannot remember off the top of my head if there's a rare one for the 54 series. I don't think there is. Okay, we got a Denver right here. Alright, that's fairly nice looking. Don't know what's going on right here on it, but I'm still going to throw it to the side. Let's continue through. Ooh, that one looks actually really nice. It's a 1962, but it's got a lot of premium looking luster on it. I do like that. I think I'm going to stick that one to the side as well. And I'm going to continue through. There's a 70. There's another 62. '64. And we do have a mint mark on the back of this one, so it is a Denver mint mark. So this can be upwards of 64. And I don't think anything else after that will have it. But yeah, let's flip this over and see if we got something lower than the 60s. Dang, it's just a 64 on the dot. The most common one to find. Alright, let's move on to the next roll. Alright, we're getting into the sixth roll of this box after finding that 1954. Let's see if we can get something out of here. If not, then I will just continue to show you some of the more interesting things. Alright, looks like we got everything out. There's a 2022. Needs to be 2024. We'll have a low mintage. Oh, we got a 1947 right here. Alright, so that is going to be a Philly. That's a fairly nice looking coin for that year. We did find the Denver, I believe. But let's continue through. Hopefully we can get some more good stuff. And then we did find the last 2004 design, which is the Louisiana Purchase. And This one is from Philly. So let's stick that one to the side. Let's continue through this. Hopefully we can get some lower mintages coins. Alright. Not seeing too much else. There's a 96D and a 2023P. I actually might hold on to that. I can't remember if I need one or not. So yeah. Other than that, let's move on to the next roll. Alright, we're getting into the 7th roll of the box. Hopefully we can get something nice and interesting out of here, just like we did in the 6th roll. Alright. Got everything out. And I believe, if I'm correct, 1961 Philly would be a lower mintage. I will put it to the side and I will tell you right when we're done with this roll. There's a 64, a 90. There's a little bit of a double rim right there. Nothing too much that I'd want to hold on to. And then this one does look like it might be a little bit older. It's just a 70. Alright, so yeah, other than that, we are going to move on to the next roll. Alright, before we move on to that next roll, I do just want to show this. So the 61 Philly is at 73 million minted, but if you look at everything around it, everything's up in the hundreds. Same thing with the 1960 Philly, it's at 55 million minted, and then if you look at everything surrounding it, it's up in the hundreds, getting up into the billions for these 1964s, almost 2 billion for the 1964 Denver. So yeah, they're not extremely low mintages, but I do like to hold on to them just because they are extremely lower than anything else. So yeah, now let's move on to that next roll. Alright, we are getting into this next roll right here, so let's see what we can get out of this one. I do see a P2005 up top, or is that a D? I don't know. It's not too important. I've already got all 4 designs to show you. Alright, got everything out of the roll. Let's take a flip on that. Let's see what we got here. There's a 94, 2023, another 2023, 88, 2016. Ooh, okay. We do have a fairly old coin right here. I believe this is the 2nd year of the Jefferson, but it is a fairly high mintage for, I think, just about any of them. So this is going to be a Philly. So that's still fairly nice. 1940 right here. Let's go ahead and stick that one to the side. Let's continue through. I do see a good couple bit of those 2004s and 5s in here though. This one definitely looks like it has an older look, and it is a Denver mint mark, so let's hope that it's not a 64. At least it's not a 64, it's a 62. Alright, let's put that one back down. Run through the rest of this real quick. I don't think I'm seeing anything else, so other than that, we are going to move on to the next roll. Alright. We're getting into the 9th roll of the box, so let's see what we can get out of this one. Hopefully it's something just as good as all the other rolls that we've opened up. I might actually end up opening up every single roll on camera if it keeps continuing like this, which would make for a very long video, but I would probably more than likely make a short video along with it and the long version if it happens. Alright. Going through here, I do see a 1959 right here. So we are going to flip it around and see if we got the P or the D. And we got the D. Alright, so a 1959 Denver right here, looking fairly nice. Let's stick that one to the side. Let's go through the rest of this and hopefully we can get some more stuff. Okay, so this one does look fairly old itself too, and it's got that Denver mint mark. So let's go ahead and flip this over and see what we got. Ah, it's a 64. Alright, let's throw that back down, and let's keep going through here. And I don't think I see anything else for this roll besides that 1959. So other than that, we are going to be moving on to the next roll. Alright, we are getting into the 10th roll of the box. Hopefully we can get something interesting out of this one, just like every other roll that we've opened up. Alright, we got everything open. Let's flip that. See what we got here. What is that? That's a 77 Denver, I believe. Yeah, it just looks really nice. It almost looks proof-like. Alright, I don't think there's anything in this roll, so that does stop our streak. So other than that, I will continue on to the next roll and hopefully we can get something out of it. Alright, we're getting into the 12th roll of the box. Hopefully we can get something. We did not get anything out of the 10th roll or the 11th roll. So hopefully something comes out of this one. Alright, we got everything out. We got it flipped. Let's see what we got. This one definitely has an oldish look to it. So let's see what we got here. Ah, it's a 64. Another 64. I don't like seeing the 64s. Alright, so yeah, we're going to move on to the next roll. We got bamboozled by a 64. Alright, we are getting into the 13th roll of the box. Hopefully we can find some not 64s. Okay, I do see a 60 up there, and that could potentially be a lower mintage, just like I showed you earlier. So if it is a Philadelphia, it will be lower mintages, but if it is a Denver, it won't be. Alright, so it is a Denver, so it is fairly high in the mintage. Hopefully we can get something a little bit older. Ooh. I do see something here that I have not seen in quite some time. So a nice San Francisco mint marker. So I do believe that this can be all the way down to 1954, if I am correct. So we are going to flip this over and see what we can get out of this one though. What year it is? 1946 San Francisco right here. I cannot remember off the top of my head if that is a low mintage, but we will be going over that at the end of the video. Alright, stick that one to the side. Let's continue through here, see what else we can get. We do have a Denver mint mark right here, so this can be upwards of 64. and lower all the way down to the start of the Jefferson at 1938. So let's flip this and see what we got. And it's a 64. Alright, let's continue through here. Hopefully we can get some more stuff. And yeah, other than that, we are going to be moving on to the next roll. Alright, we are getting into the 18th roll of the box, I believe. So yeah, let's see what we can get out of this one. Or 14th roll, sorry, 14th. Alright, we do got everything out of here. Let's just shove this up a little bit. See what we got here. 2008. There's a really nice looking 73 right here. It's fairly nice. I might put that one to the side too, just to show at the end with that 62 that I found. There's an 80. 94. 96. Alright, so yeah, other than that, that is the end of that roll, and let's move on to the next one. Alright, so we are getting into the 15th roll of the box. This is our quarter waypoint for the box. Hopefully we can get something nice and interesting out of this one. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, we got everything open. And we got it flipped. So let's see what we got. This one does look fairly old. So I am going to flip this. If it is anything older than 64 or below the 60s, I'll probably keep it. Okay, we got a 1953 Philly right here. Alright, let's stick this one to the side. Let's keep going through. There's an 81 right there. Ooh. We got another 1953 right here. So let's see if we can get a different mint marker than the Philly mint marker. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Nope. We got another Philly right here. Alright, let's stick this one to the side with the other one, and let's move on to the next roll. Alright, we're getting into the 16th roll of the box. Hopefully we can get something nice and interesting out of this one. Alright, let's get into this. There's a really nice looking 2004 right there. It's honestly fairly nice looking. I might just keep it as an extra. I already have a pristine and circulated one. There's a 70. There's a 64. This one looks like it could be fairly old. So let's see what we got here. It's an 80. 84. Okay, we do have a Denver mint mark right here. Let's hopefully not get a 64 off of this one. It's a 64. Alright, so other than that, there is nothing else, so let's move on to the next roll. Alright, we are getting into the 19th roll of the box. Hopefully we can get some interesting things out of here. The last couple of rolls, we have not found anything. There we go, got that out. Alright, what's this right here? Just super sanded down. Very nice. I don't know who sands down coins. Don't make no sense. Ooh, we got a 1952 right here. So let's see if we got the PD or S mint. Ooh, we got a 1952 San Francisco right here. Alright, let's stick this one to the side. Let's move on to the next. And I do see a Denver mint mark on this one, so it could be old as well. Let's check it out. Ooh, we got a 1959 from Denver right here. Looking fairly nice. Alright, stick that one to the side. This one does look fairly old itself, so let's see what we got. Come on, focus. Alright, we got a 1949 from Philly right here. Let's stick this one to the side. Let's keep going. Hopefully we can get some more good stuff like we were just finding. Alright, and other than that, I believe that is going to be the end of this roll, so we are going to be moving on to the next one. Alright, we are getting into the 20th roll of the box. Hopefully we can get something good out of this one too. Alright, we got everything out. Let's give it a nice little flip. Let's go through it and see what we got. Not seeing too much in the top bit. There's a really worn down 72. Ooh, we got a 1946 right here. So let's see what type of mint marker that we got. Ooh, we got a 1946S right here. I think that's the second one that we've found. So let's stick this one to the side. Continue searching through. Maybe we'll get something else. Alright, so other than that, there is nothing else, and we are going to move on to the next roll. Alright, we are getting into the 21st roll of this box, and we're going to be seeing what we can get. Alright, looks like we got everything out. Paper tossed to the side. And let's see what we can get out of here. That one's really beaten up. It's an 80. Definitely a ground find. There's a really nice looking 77 right there. There's a lot of scratches. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. You get a 69 S right here. Those aren't too important. They made lots of them. San Francisco wasn't that cool at that point. So yeah, let's move on to the next roll. Alright, we are getting into the 24th roll. Hopefully we can get something before we hit our halfway point. We got everything out. And let's see what we got here. Well, I do see what looks to be a Canadian. So let's just work our way towards it. See if there's anything else interesting before we get there. Alright, so we do have a 2000 Canadian nickel right here. And I do believe that this is going to be the crowned version. Yeah, alright. 2000 crowned. I believe in 2003 is when they changed the portraits. So let's stick this one to the side though our first Canadian. Let's keep going. Hopefully we can get some more nice and interesting things just like that. Okay, we do have an older looking one with a Denver mint mark, so let's hope it's not a 64. Ooh, it's a 46, reverse 64. That's what I like to see. So a 1946 Denver. So I think the only one that we haven't found is the Philly version of that 46. So hopefully we can find it. We could complete that year. I do not think I'm seeing anything else in here though. So other than that, we are going to move on to the next roll. Alright, we are getting into the 25th roll of this box, which is also our halfway point. Hopefully we can get something nice and interesting out of here. Alright, we got it open. Let's get it flipped and see what we got here. Alright. Not seeing too much up top. Hopefully as we can continue through, there are maybe going to be some better stuff. There's another nice looking 2004. There's a 79. Alright, I don't think I see anything in this roll, so let's move on to the next one. Alright, we are getting into the 25th to the end roll. Let's see if this half of the box is any different from the other half. Alright, we got everything opened out. Let's see what we got here. Hopefully we can get some nice low mintage stuff. Okay, we do have a Denver mint mark right here, so let's see what we can get out of this one. At least it's not a 64, it's a 63. Alright, I'm not seeing anything else, so other than that, we are going to move on to the next roll. Alright, we are getting into the 23rd to the end roll. Hopefully we can get something out of this one. Alright, we got everything open. Let's give it a nice little flip. See what we got here. 64, another 64 right behind it. Okay, we do have an older looking one right here. Let's hope that it's not a 64. Ooh, 1941 right here out of Denver. Alright, so let's stick this one to the side and let's keep going through here. Maybe we'll find another thing, but I do not think so. So other than that, we are going to be moving on to the next roll. Alright, we are getting into the 20th roll of the box. Hopefully we can get something out of this one. We have not found anything in a couple of rolls. And I think I already see a coin sticking out the edge over there up front. That is going to be a 1957. Alright, so let's see what type of mint marker we got on it. No mint marker. Alright, let's stick this one to the side. And let's flip this. See what else we can get. What is that? That's a 2020. Okay. Okay, we got a 19 56 right here. Alright. And we got the D mint marker. Alright, let's stick this one to the side. Let's continue through. Ooh, there's some, someone like took a torch to that or something. Okay, so there is a mint marker on this one. I can't quite tell what it is. It looks like it's a D. Let's flip it and see that it's 53, 1953. Alright, so I don't know how easy that is to see, but this one is definitely beaten down and rotted up. I'm still going to stick it to the side. So yeah, let's keep going through. I don't think I see anything else here, so other than that, we are going to move on to the next roll. Alright, we are at the 15th roll until the end, so this is the 3/4 point of the box. Let's see what we can get out of this one. We have not found anything for quite a couple of rolls, so I'm really hoping to get something out of here for our 3/4 point of the box. There's a 69. There is a Denver mint mark right here in this one. Let's hope it's not a 64. Ooh, a 1958. Alright. Let's stick that one to the side. Let's continue through. Not seeing much else. So 94, 81. Alright, yeah, I don't see anything else, so we are going to be moving on to the next roll. Alright, we are getting into the 12th roll until the end of the box. Hopefully we can get something out of here. Did not open up how I wanted it to, but I'll work with it. Alright, let's just see. Okay, we do have a Denver mint mark right here, so let's hope that this isn't a 64. Ah, it's a 64. Alright, so other than that, we are going to move on to the next roll. Alright, we are getting into the 10th roll until the end of the box. Hopefully we can get something out of this one. Alright, we got everything open. Let's give it a nice little flip. Alright, let's see what we got here. There's 64 with something going on the date. I think I might hold on to that for a second and further investigate it. Ooh, we got a 1941 right here. Alright, and this one is from Philly, so that's fairly nice, and that is the end of the roll, so we will be moving on to the next one. Alright, we are getting into the 9th roll until the end of the box. Hopefully we can get something out of here. Really hoping to find one piece of silver out of this box. $64. Okay, we do have a Denver mint mark right here. So let's see what we can get off this one. It does look fairly worn down. Ooh, a 1957 from Denver right here. Alright, let's stick this one to the side. Let's keep going. There's a 63. Alright, so yeah, other than that, we are going to move on to the next roll. Alright, we're getting into the 8th roll until the end of the box. Hopefully we can get some more interesting things like we did in the last roll. Alright, got everything out. Did not open up as planned, but that's alright. We're going to take everything, we're going to flip it, see what we can get out of here. Okay, we got a 60 right here. Let's see if we can get a Philadelphia mint mark. Nope, we got a Denver. Alright. Let's continue through, and I do see a Denver mint mark right here, so let's see what year we got. We got a 63. Alright, let's put that back down and keep going. Oh, we got a 57 right here. 1957, and let's see what mint marker that we have. We have a Denver mint mark. Alright, so let's stick this one to the side along with all the others. Let's keep going. Hopefully we can find some more old stuff like that. 62, 85, 87. Alright, there's nothing else here, so let's move on to the next roll. Alright, we are getting into the final 5 rolls of the box. Let's see what we can get out of these last 5 rolls. Hopefully we can get one silver war nickel. Alright, we got everything out. Let's give it a little flip and see what we got here. So there's a 63, 64, nothing too great. So 68. Don't think we're going to be finding much in this one. Yeah. Alright, let's move on to the 4th to the final roll. Alright, we are getting into the 4th to the last roll right here. Hopefully we can get something interesting out of here. What's that one? That's just an 81. Alright. Let's flip everything. Let's check this out. There's a 70. $2023. Don't think we're going to find any 2024s in this box. Don't think they've had quite enough time to circulate, at least in my area. But other than that, we are going to move on to the 3rd to the last roll. Alright, we are getting into the 3rd to the last roll right here. Let's see what we can get out of this one. After this, we have 2 more tries to potentially get silver, or a buffalo, V-nickel, or a shield cent. Anything is possible in those last 2 rolls. Okay, we do have a Denver mint mark right here on this one. Let's see if it's a 64 or not. Ooh, we got a 1954 Denver. Alright, let's stick this one to the side. Let's continue through. Glad we're at least finding a couple more things before the box ends. An 88. Alright, so yeah, other than that, that's the end of that roll, and we are going to be moving on to the 2nd to the last roll. Alright, we're getting into the 2nd to the last roll right here. Hopefully we can get something out of this one. Wait a second. This looks weird. What the? Look at that right there. I don't know what's up with the roll wrapper, but it's definitely more blue on this side than on the bottom side. But still, let's get into it. Let's see if it's the lucky one. Alright. Let's check this out. I'm also going to count these after and see if I got an extra coin or not, because it kind of looks like it. Okay, not seeing too much in this top bit. Right. There's a 68. 74. Ooh, we got a 1959 right here. Alright, and it's from Denver. So let's stick this one to the side, continue through. Hopefully we can get some more stuff. There's a 2023 right there. Another 2023. Alright, so let me just recount these real quick and see if it's the proper amount. Okay, so we did get the proper amount of coins, including that 1959 Denver that I took out. So let's move on to the last and final roll. Alright, we are getting into the last and final roll of the box. Who knows what's in it? Who knows what I could get? Is there going to be a war nickel in here? That's what I'm hoping for. Alright. Looks like we got everything open. Let's give it a little flip, go through it, see what's here. Stupid 64. There's a 72. There's a 2015. Okay, we do have a Denver mint mark on this coin. If it will, okay. So yeah, right there. So let's flip it and see that it's a 64. All that time wasted for a 64. Man. And there was nothing in the roll. Alright, the 64 stumped us. Let's move to the conclusion. Alright, so we are coming down to the conclusion for the video. So we do have our 2004s and 2005s first. So we have the Louisiana Purchase and the Keelboat, which are both in 2004. And the Ocean and the View of Joy and the Bison, which are both in 2005. Let me just flip one of each so that you can see what the face looks like. There we go. As you can see, the 2005s do have a different face. But yeah, let's move down here. So this is all of our common nickels. So we have a 1961 out of Philadelphia, which might seem uncommon, but they do have like a mintage of like 70 million compared to the counterparts being around the 200 to 300 million minted. So I do kind of like to keep those 61s. And then we have a bunch of 1959 Denvers, a 1958 Denver, a 1957 Denver, 1956 Denver, I believe, two 1954s, which I believe are Denvers, a couple 1953s, which I think one's a Philly and one's a Denver, and 1949, a 1947, a 1941, and a 1940. And then if we come up here, we do have the only Canadian nickel that we found, and it is a 2000s Canadian nickel. And it is with that crowned obverse that goes from 1990 all the way up to 2003. And then if we come down here, so these are the rarer dates that we got. So we got a 1957 plain, and I'll just show you that real quick. So no mint marker, and it would be right here. So that one is right there. Then we have a 1953 Denver right here. Then we have a 1952 San Francisco. Right. Then we have a 1947 Denver. And then we have a 1946 San Francisco. A 1946 San Francisco. another 1946, but this one's out of Denver. And then we have a 1941 Denver right here. And all of these are fairly low mintages. Some of them are in the 60 million minted. Others are in the 40s and some under the 20s. But I'll show you that as soon as we go down to the score sheet. So let's get into that now. Alright, we are going to look over this score sheet again. Alright, then we flip that over, and we got the Buffalo nickels. Alright, now let me put that, oh wait, we gotta look at the back side of that. Alright. Then we have the score sheet. Alright, then if we flip it over to the back, we have the Canadian score sheet. And other than that, let's move over to this section. So we have Season 1, Box 16, and we have 15 over 60 million for 15 points, 3 under 60 million for 6 points, 3 under 40 million for 15 points, and 2 under 20 million for 20 points. We have 1 crowned for 5 points, and that will total out to 61 points for this box. And then here are the ones that are in 60 million. So here's the 3. So we have the 41 Denver. We have the 46 Denver. Then we have the 53 Denver right there. Then here's the ones in 40 million. So we have the 57 Plain, the 52S, and the 47 Denver. Then here's the 2 that were in under 20 million. So they were both the 46 San Franciscos right here. So yeah, those are fairly nice. But other than that, thank you for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoy the new score sheet. Please let me know in the comment section below. But other than that, that's the end of the video. Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, peace out.